It's time for Winedown with your host, Missy, and the Winedown Wednesday crew. Join us tonight as we discuss topics that affect families on a daily basis. So grab your glass, your cup, or even your blanket. Settle in on the couch and join us in the room as we go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hola, family, and welcome to another live edition of Winedown Wednesday. I am your host, Melissa Davis. I go by Missy. We welcome back anybody that continuously views us week to week. Any new viewers, we say hello or welcome home, as we say in the village. We are excited about tonight's show. It's one that is near and dear and special to everybody in our group. We're going to say hello to some familiar faces. We have joining us in the room, Rachel, Sheenan, Angie, Sharon, and Miss Sherri, who is going to be our everyday and guest host at the same time. So tonight we're going to do some must-haves and some Sherri's approved list items. We are so excited about Sherri. I just don't understand the joy and the tears that this brings to this heart to see where Sherri has come from when she first joined our mommy group. Of course, the things on Sherri's list tonight are things that Sherri has personally taken the time to go down our infamous rabbit hole and has decided that these things are must-haves or stay away from. So it has been so helpful in our group. And it's amazing because when Sherri first came to us, that was her only goal, was to finish her registry. And she had no idea being a first-time mom. So to see her go from that to this like whole list that y'all about to get, and y'all not even gonna get the whole list. It's gonna be a piece of a list. So I'm gonna have to tell you now, take the list, reach out to us if you want a copy of Sherri's list, and we can make sure that you get the full list. We can make arrangements for that, but please reach out to us. All of our contact information will be at the end of the show. So we are so very excited about this. Sherri is, again, as I said before, a first-time mom, and she is one of our beauties, our homegrown, from the home group. We love her to pieces. So we are honored to present to you tonight the Wonder Year with Sherri. And these are all of the things that Sherri has put on her list. So I'm gonna sit back and take notes, and I'll ask a couple of questions just to kind of keep the conversation going. But if there's something that you want to know about or that you do differently or you have questions about, please, by all means, come in the room with us, or we are following the comments on Facebook, but we would love to hear your feedbacks. And even if there's something additional that you want to add, we would love to hear from you. So we are going to now hear from Miss Sherri and her approved list. And I'm not sure where you want to start, Sherri, but however you want to do it, I'm going to give you screen share. And I think Sheenan, or Angie, somebody is going to get the links, and we will follow up and put this show on our YouTube channel, and also the links there that take you to Amazon, because 90% of our shopping is on Amazon. So here we go. Sherri, you now have screen share. Come on in the room.
Okay, thank you, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is really, as Missy said, it's a long road to get here. I am a first-time mom, and anyone who knows me knows I check the reviews. I gotta have something approved. Just tonight, I was asking the ladies about where could I get a really nice Christmas tree from. Is Target a good one? So tonight I'm going to walk you through some of my faves, and what I intend to do is to go over the list. I'm sharing my screen. Are you all seeing my Word document here? Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to jump right on in. I think the way I want to organize this, let's talk about the last part of my document first. And that is, let me get it in view. That is the baby registries. Now, as Missy said, the baby registries are something that you want to tackle. I would say around, what's a good time, Missy? I can't remember the time frame when you started saying, well, we should get out when we're pregnant.
Usually, I think you should wait until about 32 weeks because that's the time frame you want to start getting everything in. So 32 weeks is the time frame that you really want to start getting this stuff together.
Yes, and ladies, old gentlemen, as you make your registry, I recommend going to your top registries are going to be Amazon. Of course, everybody loves Amazon, so that's just going to be number one, and it's ideal for everyone. Everyone has an Amazon account. And they also have a neat feature for a diaper fund where your people can contribute to diapers. They also have a neat subscribe and save for diapers. Some people are gifted a subscription to diapers, which you're going to need for like literally at least the next 2 years, if not more. And of course, they offer the free gift. And that's the reason why you want to go to all of these registries, even if you're not going to really use it and send it out. You want to fill it out and do the minimum requirements so you can get the free gift. And why is the free gift important? Because you can scratch off some things off your list by getting this free gift and using it when your baby gets here, and your baby may or may not like it. I was introduced to a lot of products through the free stuff that you get from Amazon, Target, and Bye Bye Baby. Even Babylist gives you a free bag. And believe it or not, you can get free stuff from your health insurance as well. So just use all those resources. Another pro tip I have here is that you can even get yourself a nice little sample bottle collection, because as you know, all babies like different bottles. On my approved list here that I'm about to show you, one of the bottles that I fell in love with was the Nano Baby or Beeb, I don't know how to pronounce it, bottles. They work very well for me, and because I struggled a little bit in the beginning with nice bottles. So let's get on into the list. I'm going to scroll back up. So in no particular order, I'm going to leave the travel section towards the end because I have a lot to say on traveling with a little, especially at under 2, which I did this summer. So clothing. Okay, so the best clothing for, I would say, shoes for small feet. Sea-Kai runs, I love Sea-Kai runs. I know we've had sort of mixed reviews on the Sea-Kai runs, but I highly recommend the First Walker shoes. And I like the First Walker shoes because they're flat. They're good for babies with small feet. They're one of the brands that make the smaller sizes for a toddler. My daughter is not even 22 pounds. She's like 21 pounds, and she has super small feet, and she's 20 months old. So she has a ton of Sea-Kai runs. Nike's run small. I love them. And then the Weebox, they're so cute. She has a pair of Weebox as well. Of course, we know the best clothing, right? Carter's, Pat, that's kind of like a fast fashion brand. They have a lot of nice cheap clothes. A lot of the mommies in our group, we love the Cat and Jack brand from Target. They have amazing sales. A lot of us got the last sale, I think it was like what, $3, Angie? $3 for each pair of leggings. They are high quality leggings. We just love them. Sparkle and Pink is a good brand I just found out about. It's probably all over your Facebook and Instagram, because that's actually how I found out about Sparkle and Pink. I hate to say it, but that's how I found out about a lot of things. It's through, Instagram and Google selling me stuff. It actually works. But that brand, they have high quality clothes, a lot of mommy and me sets, a lot of holiday themed things like Halloween, Thanksgiving outfits, that sort of thing. So you can really have fun with your little and dress them in all the little cute stuff. And remember, ladies, we only have a small amount of time where we can play dress up with our kid until they start telling us what they want to wear. So I'm taking advantage of that. Okay, so feeding. Let's get into this approved list. The bumpkin bibs I love. If you follow further down in my list, you're going to see that I highly recommend you follow Solid Starts. if baby-led weaning is going to be a thing for your family. Because for me, I really wanted to do baby-led weaning, and the bumpkin bibs are recommended by that website because they do not recommend the heavy plastic trough type of bibs. So I was looking for a trough type of bib. I actually was looking for that because obviously it's easier for cleanup. But those bibs are thin. They're plastic and thin, so they're easy cleanup, catch any of the food spillage, so it minimizes the mess. Speaking of which, the best suction plates ever known to man. And Melissa, do you want to pull up some of these? I know you have the link for the suction plate. I probably should have sent this to you.
No,
so
I can pull
show
them up. I just can't share, so I can drop them in the thing and then you can capture them and show them.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. So you may pull up the bamboo plates?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I might be able to because I did link everything in my document. Let me see if I can do it. Uh-oh.
Okay. If not, I'm going to my Amazon right now and I can pull it up for you.
Okay, so the best suction plates are these bamboo plates. One of the mothers in our group, we were all struggling because all of our kids are around the same age. So we were all struggling with what to do at feeding time, at mealtime, when our kids are just being just extra. They're just picking up the plate. There's completely disrespectful, don't care about the suction, throwing the plates over their high chair. That was happening to us all the time. And one of the moms, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This was not my rabbit hole. This was mother's rabbit hole. And she told us, as she tells us everything, we always listen to mother. And mother is Angie on this live. So Angie recommended to get these bamboo suction plates. And I cannot, they're on my approved list, but they're really on my favorites list. So I have a VIP list for favorites, and I'll be pointing those out as we talk about these approved things. Nano Bead, I already spoke about the Nano Bead. They're like the best bottles ever. Formula's a very unique thing to a family. In my household, we had great success with Pure Bliss until, of course, they were no longer available for about 3 months. And then we had to move to a comparable in the same brand, because Similac makes Pure Bliss. Similac Pro Advance really worked well for us. But again, my baby doesn't have an allergy to milk, and she doesn't have any allergies to anything that I know of yet. So just keep that in mind. And lastly, rounding out feeding time for nursing. My nursing moms, if you're still on your nursing journey, especially when your babies are little, like newborns, My Breast Friend. That was something that was recommended to me by one of my friends at work. And it is that's also on the VIP list. My Breast Friend is the best nursing pillow. Don't waste your time with that boppy pillow. That is trash. And I hate to say that on live, but it was trash, especially if you're a woman of size. If you're a woman of size, you need My Breast Friend, because it actually allows a comfortable feeding position for both you and baby. It brings baby to breast. It has a little foam. It has a little indentation on the top, so the baby can rest their head and be a little elevated. And it wraps around you, so it doesn't move. Whereas that bopper, you got to stay in one place. Lord knows if you move, their head is going to be gone. So definitely My Breast Friend. Busy Baby Mat. This is nice for babies who are just starting to experiment with foods. At 6 months, they're not really eating for nourishment. They're still on really their milk for that. But the Busy Baby Mat allows you to entertain or allows the baby to entertain themselves at the dinner table. So they have their chewing toy. It has little tethers, so when they throw things, they can't actually throw it on the floor because it's a tether. I thought that was excellent. And lastly, Easy Peasy. Easy Peasy is a brand I'm sure you've seen advertised to you, but this is actually a brand that's worth the money and worth the investment. They have a tiny teaching cup. They have a first starter food set that comes with a little, I will say the suction ain't that great, but if your baby's 6 months, they probably shouldn't be able to throw it just yet, but we'll move on to the bamboo later. But I used that in the very beginning and I had great success with it. So that rounds out my feeding. Is there anything y'all want to say about the feeding category? before we
What,
move
what was the
on?
last thing you said, Sherri? The one you said just now?
Easy peasy, the
Okay.
starter feeding supplies.
Okay, because I'm putting them in. I think Angie's capturing them and putting them on online. So I just want to make sure I'm giving everybody their what you're putting up there. So
I use,
go ahead.
no, sorry. I was just going to say that I used Similac Pro Advance as well, and I loved it. One thing I will say to tie into the registry thing that you said earlier is also sign up for the rewards from the formula companies. So like Similac, Infamil, all that stuff, because then they send you samples, which allows you to like, test out, what kinds you like and all that kind of stuff. And they give more than samples, actually. They give a few little free things as well, like Amazon. So, but the formula for Advance, I think was one of the best ones that I tried. So, yeah, the busy mat for sure, and then the bamboo plate, that is holy grail. There's cups, there's everything that comes with that. Forget all these little plastic things that they sell. Go straight past go and go all the way to the bamboo plate. So I co-sign on that for Sherri.
We had to endure that pain and found a product. Mother found us a product to work for our little. So we are very appreciative of that. The next category I want to touch on real quick is baby's room. And this is just a general catch-all for all the things that's in the baby room. I swear by Nightlight sound machine. I have it linked, but honestly, they all do the same thing. There is no particular brand so much as get one. I think that's really the takeaway. Get one, and they're all pretty much the same. But my sound machine, for me, I live on a kind of a busy street and in a townhouse community, and so the walls are thin, but that sound machine really drowns out a lot of the street noise and allows honestly, I like sleeping with the sound machine now because you just get a better sleep because you don't hear all of the sudden noises to wake you up. So that definitely is an approved thing to have.
Which one do you have? I'm just curious.
I have one of, let me see, which one do I have?
The only reason why I asked is because I have one. We have one, but I ended up using an old cell phone, and I just played something from the Calm app. But I think it's Nikki that has the
Nanit.
It's not the Nanit. What's the other one called?
Hatch.
Is it Hatch?
Yes, that joint. I have that.
I wish I would have got it from the beginning.
The
Hatch is nice.
It's loud. It gets very loud and blocks out noises too, and it grows with the child because you could do like scheduling of when it should turn on.
Rachel. So that's why I'm like, I'm kicking myself in the foot because I'm like, I wish I would have got it from the beginning. Like, if I buy it now, it's kind of like
you ain't got that much time with
it. You can still get it.
Yeah. And so I will say the ladies recommend the Hatch. I didn't get the Hatch either, but I do recommend you look into that one. And again, we have Rachel, you have the Nanit. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And she loves it. Sometimes she sends us screenshots, video, all sorts of things. Can't do all that with my I have a Nui, but I will say if you're looking for just I have a regular smaller camera baby monitor, and it's by Nui, and Nui is decent, it's not all fancy. It's basically, do you want the sort of the regular Civic, which is what I got, or do you want the Lexus and Acura, the luxury brand? That's really where you are. And if you want that, get the Nanit and the Hatch.
Sherri, what type of phone do you have? iPhone or Droid?
Droid.
Okay, so the only thing with the Nui versus the Droid versus iPhone, I found this out the hard way. If you don't have a big gigabyte space on your phone, that Nui will consume a great part of your memory. So if you're getting something that says you need more space or more memory or whatever on your phone, it could be coming from your NUI. I found that out at the store. He was like, the NUI is taking up 75% of your memory because it's capturing pictures and video without you even realizing it. So if you have NUI and you have a small gig, like you don't do a lot of stuff on your phone, it may take your memory, and it's worth investing in more memory on your phone. But just to throw that out there, but it's a good camera otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, I have a Droid and I have a newer Droid, so I'm wondering if that's why I haven't had any
Yep.
issues with that.
Yeah, I had an old one at the time, so.
Okay, that's good. That's good for the people to understand what their options are. But again, baby monitor, I do recommend it in general, just because, you know, especially as a new mom, we want to zoom in and make sure that baby's chest is going up and down. At least that's what I do. So that's definitely a approved item and a recommended item. The other thing on this list is, I think I said the Cool Mist humidifier, not a particular brand here. I can share the brand that I have. I've had great success with it. Let me share. Where's my share screen? And this brand, I can control it through my phone. It's not super expensive. You know, I clean it out with vinegar. It's just nice. I just like it. It works. It tells me, you know, the app tells me how much moisture is in the room. And so I recommend this. I definitely recommend this.
So I'm pulling a Sherri comment. So how you had that and you ain't never talked about that humidifier before?
I'm just saying.
Like,
I ain't
never heard you talk about a humidifier you control.
No, we didn't talk about that one. We talked about, what's the one that all the rest of us have? The come on, y'all. The one that with the Vicks. Everybody was talking about the Vicks. You ain't never said nothing about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought, you know, I'm shocked because I run my mouth all the time. So
does this have a filter? Like, is it easy to clean?
Yeah, it's no filter. It's just really, you put the water in. I clean it, you know, every time the water goes out. So it takes about a gallon of the distilled water. I buy the distilled water, put it in, and once that water runs out, it goes the whole night, even into the next day, and I just let it go. And then the next night, I clean it out with apple cider vinegar. Pour about 3 cups. I get a big gallon of apple cider vinegar. Pour about 3 cups. Not apple cider, whatever the cleaning vinegar is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, the jug one. Pour that in there, shake it vigorously, rinse it out. I clean out the little atomizer or whatever that little thing is called at the bottom with vinegar and rinse it out, dry it out the next night.
You've been, Sherri, you've been saved by the bell. Your girl Shelly came to your rescue in the Facebook comments and said that you did tell us about that humidifier. So
I ain't hear it.
I know my Shelly's gonna have my
back. I'm gonna let you be great.
Thank you. Shelly got my back. I already know that. So
but I also dropped the link for the fish thing because that's a lot to have to clean it out. Like so often they make the little cleaning fish that you can drop in there, and for the no filter ones, and they changed every 30 days. So you actually only have to clean it out like twice a month. That's just what we use because I was getting tired of that. So I just dropped those in there as well.
Shelly said she got you, boo. She got you.
Thank you. And remember, y'all, everything on my list, or everything, pro tip, as you think about products and being sold products, think about products that are going to ease your life, i.e. Allow you to get more time back into your day, make sure you know your baby is comfortable, anything that's going to make it easier in your motherhood journey. Those are the things you want, because some of the products that we are sold, it's just too much work. It's like I cannot with a toddler. And so just think about that as you're being sold everything, because I have to say that being a mother, I'm being sold more stuff than I ever have imagined. Some of it is good, which I'm going to go over in 1 second, but some of it is trash. Like them doggone headband earphones I bought for travel, which was trash, but we'll get into that in a second. So let's get on down to some of my other favorite things. Let's go down to diapering, because my whole journey I was once told by someone that I work with, actually. So if you're watching me, because we're Facebook friends, thank you very much, because you made my life easier. She told me, she said, Sherri, when you become a mom, pick one thing to obsess over and let everything else go. She told me that her one thing was a feeding. She cannot stand a hungry baby. Her babies will be fed no matter what. They're going to have the most exquisite, great food. She said, but everything else, they may be dirty. Who knows? She don't care. Her house may be a mess, but her babies will be fed. And that was her one thing. So when I thought about what I care about the most, I care about diapering. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with diaper rashes and just a clean bottom. I don't know. It's just the idea of my baby sitting in her poop that just really bothers me. So that's what, I don't give a damn how many diapers I go through a day. I'm not one to save diapers. I'll throw it away. I'll buy some more. So to that point, diapering is a big topic for me. And I love Huggies Little Snugglers. This is a favorite list. Not just approved, but it's favorite. It's VIP.
Sherri, did you want to share your screen?
Oh, you know what? I think I had this up. Oh, I got little movers up. Hang on. Let me pull. Well, I can share that. Yeah, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, so hopefully you should be able to see. This is Little Movers. Now, Little Movers is the same type of concept, but it's for babies who are now walking. Whereas Little Snugglers are for babies who are not walking. They're, not barely moving. They're crawling maybe. Those were the best diapers. Now, let me tell you why I love these diapers, because they are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm sure everybody that's watching this live and as part of this live, you had a ton of diapers from your baby shower. Everybody gives diapers, which is a great gift. Nobody's going to turn down diapers, right? But you have to go on that journey to figure out what diapers work for your baby. For me, I went through the Pampers. I went through Pampers Pure. I thought I was, I love me some organic stuff. Say it's organic and I probably will buy it. So Pampers Pure, I went through. I had some Honest diapers. I think we had Loves at one point. I had all the diapers. I came back to Huggies. Huggies Little Movers, Little Snugglers, not the Huggies Special Deliveries. Those are trash. Not the Huggies Snap and Dry. Those are trash. Huggies Little Snugglers. They have a poop track on the back. To this day, I have only had one major poop blowout that it didn't really come out the diaper, but it was on that edge. It was teetering. So it kind of wet her. It made a line because it wet her onesie up with poop. But that was one time, and she's 20 months old. This diaper will hold a blowout. It has a poop trap on the back. So the poop goes up in that poop trap and can't come up her back. Excellent design. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. I don't give a damn how much they cost. They are excellent and they're worth it. So that's approved. Y'all can see how much I spent like 5 minutes talking about diapers. I love those diapers. I
concur. So yes.
That is what you want. Now let's talk about diaper rash. Now this is a topic I have a lot to say on. So this is probably going to take a good 10 minutes to get through. Maybe not. Diaper rash. So I'm very, 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 very concerned about diaper rash. My baby got a bad diaper rash probably earlier this year, where it like broke the skin. Her skin was actually like really painful looking. That was the first time, and I'm happy to report it was the last time. So hey Shelly didn't came in the room. Y'all don't know, Shelly is like my sister, my twin flame. I mean, she is everything. But
hey everyone, I was like, oh my god, I have to join. I know I sound I'm sick, y'all. I'm sick. I know. I was gonna tell her tomorrow.
Side note, yeah, we gotta talk tomorrow because we're owed a debrief. Just so y'all know, Shelly went on vacation with her little, and Miss Thing, honey, wait till I get to my travel section. I had several suitcases. Shelly traveled with a damn carry-on with her baby, so she's the GOAT. Okay, we bow down. So getting back to the diapering, so like I said, she had a bad diaper rash. So that sent me down a rabbit hole. So my rabbit hole is leading to you don't have to do it, because I'm about to tell you what to do. And Angie, I wanted you to give your recommendation, because you have a nice method too, because Angie also had the same sort of thing happen. And I called Angie, actually. I was straight in my boo, talking me through everything, because again, we were experimenting with food. The food was acidic. And so that's a good thing to know. If you are starting first foods, remember certain fruits will cause a diaper rash. I don't know what it does. It will, the pee just becomes acidic, or the poop is acidic. I don't know, it'll eat that poor baby skin. And that's what was my case. And so anytime you're starting to introduce foods, make sure you monitor their pooping and their peeing, and look at their bottom. Just take a look to make sure that it's not going to develop into a nasty rash. So let's get into the products. Babo Botanicals. So let me tell y'all a quick story how I found out about this brand. Didn't know about it, right? Because we all know about the Dessitans, the Boudreaux's butt paste, the Honest cream. Like, we know about the mainstream brands. I found out about Babo. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Babo or Babo. I don't know how to pronounce it, because I was doing a deep dive in the reviews of Target.com. I went on Target.com when I tell you I was deep in the bowels of the reviews, like 3 pages in, reading everything. And one person commented, "Oh, I like this brand, but honestly, for bad rashes, you should use Babo." I said, "What the hell is Babo?" So that sent me down another rabbit hole. And that's how I found about Babo. And then I looked at their products and their ingredients. Clean, super sensitive products. If your baby is suffering from eczema, they are founded based on eczema. That is their thing for babies with eczema, like really dry skin, moisturizing products. But I use Babo because their diaper rash cream is so it's effective, but it's not the type of rash cream where you have to take all sorts of scrubbing and elbow grease to get it off your baby's butt, like Dessitin. And Dessitin works, but you're gonna be scrubbing for days, and that Dessitin ain't gonna come off about 3 days. Just know that. It just won't. So that's why I love Babo. And so the particular products from Babo that I absolutely adore, the Healing Ointment. Healing Ointment is like, I can't say enough good things about it. I know people in my life who've used it on them when they've had skin issues. I use it on a baby every day, the Healing Ointment. I keep her butt in check every day. I use a diaper rash cream every night. The other thing, if you're looking for a powder, now we can't use the Johnson & Johnson powders that we used to use, that our parents probably used on us. But I will say the Caldicine cornstarch powder is also good, because sometimes I like to alternate between powder and cream, especially if we're going out and I'm doing a quick diaper change and I don't really have time to dry out her butt because maybe I'm just on the go changing. I'll keep the powder in her diaper bag to sprinkle a little bit, just to make sure she's dry, and also as a preventative measure for a diaper rash. So that is an approved product. And of course, I love Dessitin, but again, I've only used it when it's severe, like actually a severe rash. That's when I break out the Dessitin and I cake that stuff on, because that's the way you're supposed to properly put on diaper rash cream. You're supposed to spread it on like cake frosting. That's how you spread diaper rash cream on. You don't want to do such a thin layer, because really the whole purpose between diaper rash cream is to have a protective barrier against further irritation, so allow the skin time to heal. So that's, and zinc oxide is effective in that as well.
So
Sherri, let me say anything.
Let me do a side note. So for zinc oxide being your Dessitin or anything like that, I know India now has a zinc oxide. It is preferable that if you're going to clean a little person's bottom, that you do it with soap and water in between diaper changes instead of wipes, because you want to get all of that. If you can still see the white, there's still a layer there. And if there's a layer there, then you got to worry about, is it holding anything in? Like, is it holding any of that poop or feces or anything up against the baby's skin in those pores? So if you can use soap and water to kind of really clean the bottom in between changes for when you're using zinc oxide. Secondly, with the powder, for those of you that are, as we call it, balling on a budget, like this Caldacine is like 6 something a thing. And to us, that might not seem like a big deal, but somebody that doesn't have the money to spend $6 on a powder, you can get pure baking cornstarch. I mean, the kind that they sell in the stores where you buy all of your stuff that you bake and get that for like $2. And that stuff works just as well. So for those of you that want to use cornstarch on your little one's bottom, as opposed to ointments all the time, and the Caldacine seems a little pricey, then you can definitely get regular baking cornstarch, and that works fine. But go ahead, Sherri.
Okay, thank you for that. And so rounding out the diaper section, and I'll quickly go through my other brand that I love. This is on the VIP list, and which is water wipes. Water wipes are by far the best wipes. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think it was y'all, and y'all said the way to know that you're dealing with a wipe that's only made of pureness. Was it you, Angie? Go ahead.
It was mother.
It was mother. It's just coming through with facts. Go ahead.
No, I had the epiphany when we were talking about it, like how you were saying that the water wipes are hard to get out, but like for us, we use Pamper Sensitive just because it worked at one time, and I just was nervous about trying something different. But those come out with ease, and that's like kind of like when you think about it, you know, comparing it, the reason why those come out so easy because they have all those additives and the glycerins and all of that stuff in those wipes. So they're going to slide right out with no problem. But your water wipes are pure water wipes. So it's water and paper towel. So just imagine trying, I say paper towel, but you know what I mean. Just imagine trying to pull that out when there's nothing added into it. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to take out of the pack. So that was like kind of my thought process behind why other wipes can just easily pull out, but those you got to work a little bit to get them out the pack.
Yep. And I will say a hack, let me just throw out a hack for both the water wipes as well as Proudly. So that's Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's line, which I've been experimenting with, and I'll get to that in a second when I go over bath time. But they also have wipes that I think are going to be up there with water wipes. I bought a pack just to try it out. They're hard to get out. They're made, when you look at the ingredients list, they're a dupe for water wipes. And I think they're a little cheaper too. So that's another one that is going to be on my approved list. It's the Proudly brand of wipes. Tie rubber band, get you a rubber band or hair tie, them little, the little goody like rubber band things, tied around your water wipe, and it will come out easier. So that's a hack. Because a lot of moms will say, oh, I like water wipes. I ain't got time for all of that, pulling 3 at a time, and it won't come out nice. Because remember, a product should make your life easier, not harder. So, my thing is, I like water wipes. The other thing real quick is puppy pads. I'm going to say this because it was said to me when I had to, we live in a townhouse, and so we don't have a ton of space here. So when we go to change change the baby, I use puppy pads. Instead of buying regular baby changing pads, the daggone puppy pads that they learn how to pee on, because they're the same thing. They're cheaper. And we use them all the time. We buy them in bulk from Amazon, just some puppy pads. I put her down on the couch, or I put her down on my bed with the puppy pad underneath, and I change her. I'm still not at the point yet in my motherhood journey where I'm comfortable with changing my baby without nothing underneath her. I'm not there yet. Maybe I'll get there soon, but I ain't there yet. I always think she's going to pee on me or pee up something. So yeah, puppy pads, and then poop bags, same thing. So I was buying the Munchkin Arm & Hammer, which is on the approved list. But if you ain't got time for that price, go get the puppy bags. The puppy bags do the exact same thing. It's the same thing, and it's holding poop. So who the hell cares? So that's a tip and trick. Okay, so let's transition. Does anybody want to say anything more about diapering?
Angie, can you give your quick concoction of what you made with Rory's?
So the last diaper rash, I'm gonna make it really, really quick. The last diaper rash that Rory had, based on what I described to her pediatrician over the phone, it sounded like she was developing a yeast infection. So her doctor recommended that I make a cocktail. So what I did, I went to Walmart and I explained, we were out of town when it happened. So I went to the pharmacy in Walmart, told them what her doctor told me to get. I was getting ready to get something for her. think it was like athlete's foot, but that's not what I was supposed to get. It was something else, but it was like an antifungal cream. So I use the cocktail of antifungal cream, the zinc. There's what they call in North Carolina fanny cream at the little pharmacy, but it's a zinc oxide cream. And oh God, it left me now. So it's the fanny cream, which is the zinc oxide, and it was the cortisone. That's what it was. Cortisone 10 with the aloe in it. So that helps soothe it, because if it's burning or itching, the cortisone with the aloe would help with that. So it was the cortisone, the zinc oxide, and the antifungal cream. So I mixed the three of those up in my hand and rubbed on the area where the skin was broken or where the yeast infection was developing. Then I sealed that with A&D ointment to kind of help it heal. I did that, like Sherri said, I caked it on at bedtime, so that, that gave the time, because you don't want her to just sit in that moisture while she's already in pain. But like Melissa said, in between the diaper changes, when she has the rash, making sure you clean that area real good, and using whatever cocktail based off of what, in our case, we had to use an antifungal because it appeared that she was developing a yeast infection. But in cases like where Melissa was talking the other day about one of the girls, her using Neosporin because she said that she was itching. So it's okay to do a cocktail to be able to help heal the area based on the need, but just make sure you're sealing it so that it can do what it needs to do.
Thank you, Mother. Oh, Mother. Okay, so I want to move on down, because I want to leave some time at the end for other tips and tricks, and also want to talk about travel. So let me just hurry up and run through some of the VIP stuff on my list. I have a full list. Bath time. We want to talk. So Babo, that's going to be your friend. I'm a sucker for Dove. I'm a sucker for Dove Baby. I am. The lavender Dove Baby is my thing. Now, is it the most cleanest you can get? No, it is not. Go to Babo for that. I see my boo shaking her head. She like, girl, that ain't the bit. That's why I love Shelly. Because she not putting her baby in anything that ain't 100% organic, okay, grass-fed. So the Proudly brand is a nice clean brand, and I do like the Proudly lotion. I bought the whole line actually, y'all, if I'm gonna be honest. And I've tried the their lotion. Is very thick, it's very hydrating. I've tried the body wash. I really like that. Not that I'm trying to be a commercial for Proudly, but I think they came up with a really good product, period. And I think you'll like it. So that's really my bath time favorites. I don't really have an approved list for toys or anything yet. We're still experimenting. So maybe I'll come back in a couple of months to talk about any toys that I love, but I don't love no toys right now. So that's why it's not on here for bath time. Okay. So moving on down to my other favorite topic, which is medicine. And the first thing I want to speak on is what not to do. Mothers, hear me. Do not use that damn nose Frida. Only use it if you want to get sick. So in the beginning, when my baby was little, she used to get, how the little newborns, they keep getting that little crud in their nose or whatever. And pick it out. So then I moved in because I had a picker. I had the Frida picker, which I do love now. I love that Frida picker. But then when she got a little older and, she started getting really like some snot and stuff, I started using the nose Frida because that's what everybody says to use, right? I'm sucking snot out. And every single damn time I was sucking snot out of my baby, I'm always like, oh, my throat. Oh, like I start coughing and like, oh, why my nose running? Oh my goodness. So sick. The whole concept of nose Frida is crazy to me. You are literally using your wind power to suck snot, and we know the nose is the entryway for germs. So we're sucking snot, viruses, and bacteria into our lungs. So make our colds that much more worse because it ain't even passing the other natural filters we have in our body. It's like sucking it down, like smoking cigarettes. You're sucking it all the way down in your lungs and messing your lungs up. That is ridiculous to me. Okay, so I said, how is it we can put a man on the moon and not have a way where I don't have to use my lungs to pull snot out? therein lies the rabbit hole I went down. And at the end of that rabbit hole, let me show you what I found. Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
I feel like I need to do a drum roll.
Yes, the doctor knows best. These people have came up with a beautiful product, beautiful hospital grade suction. And guess what? Someone told me, Sherri, why am I going to spend all that money? That's a lot of money. That's the one complaint I get from everybody I recommend this to. This thing is too expensive. And I tell people simply, well, go ahead and have fun with your colds every time you suck and snot out. Every time your baby gets sick and over there, their nose stopped up, suck all that snot out and get sick with them. Go ahead and do it. And be done. Either you got to pay the cost to be the boss or pay the cost to not be sick. And so therein lies Dr. Knows Best. Dr. Knows Best also puts on their website that it's really not a good thing to use the so-called hack where you hook up your breast pump to the nose feeder to suck out snot. Why? Because that breast pump, the suction is going like this. It's pushing air in and out. So you're pushing air back up baby's nose. That's not what we want to do. This is hospital grade suction. It is expensive, but guess what? It's going to last. It's going to last. And they stand behind their product because if you have problems, call them. I actually even called them, emailed them one day and said, can I have a discount code? I need to buy this for my friend. And they said, yep, we'll give you a discount code. Here you go. Thank you. So it's a beautiful product. I'm surprised more mothers don't know about this. It's shocking to me. Shocking. So y'all have any points on that? Anybody want to co-sign or refute my claims?
Ain't no refuting. You recommended it to me, and life has been so good ever since.
Yeah.
I was gonna refute it, but then I realized that I'm sick right now. However, I wasn't the one using it. I wasn't using the nose feeder to suck out the baby's nose because I can't do it. My husband was. And I got sick, and then he got sick way after. So I think he caught it from me.
Okay.
So it wasn't necessarily the nose feeder, but
your husband is sucking and you're picking on your husband. Mm-hmm.
That's what I was getting ready to say. His was just delayed.
I have the Dr. Knows Best in the cart right now. I'm gonna be out soon.
And you can use your HSA or your FSA to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm getting the big kit. I was like, look, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna go ahead and go big with it. And I'm getting the 160 or something like that.
Deluxe. That's the one I got. See, that could be on the same page all the time, Shelly. Get the deluxe one, be done. Throw the money in the air. Sometimes you got to throw the money in the air. Sometimes you just got to. Okay.
The nose free coming apart.
Listen, I think that nose is trash.
We're done. Okay.
Yes. So the other thing about medicine, real quick, I want to talk about the Highlands oral pain, because one of our other moms, that is her go-to, and I started using it for teething pain, and it works. And Highlands also make tiny cold tablets, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if it's homeopathic. That stuff works, because I was giving the daytime and nighttime tiny tablets to my baby, and you can't keep her down. She was back up doing fine. So those are really nice products. Also, real quick, the Vicks baby rub, shower steamers, because I put the shower steamer in it and go in the bathroom when she's congested and just hold her. Me and her get a nice cleaning out. And then the waterless plugins, I like those as well. Some of our mothers have issues with lights, so it does have a light on it, but I love it. It's a great product. And of course, real quick, sunscreen for babies is very important, especially if you're going on vacation. I use the Babel Botanicals, excellent product, excellent ingredients, and Badger, excellent product, excellent ingredients as well. Some of our other mothers have found success with Black Girl sunscreen for kids. I have not used that personally, so I cannot vouch for that, but other mothers in our group have. So that's also an option for you. So rounding that out, let's go back to travel now, because I'm looking at time and I want to make sure we get through this travel section, because I got a lot to say on travel. So first, before we get deep into travel, let's talk about carriers. I used the bubble wrap. I really loved it early on when baby was younger. I don't really use it that much. I mean, sometimes when she gets real crazy and she's real clingy, I will wrap her on me and walk around the house. But most of the time I don't use it as much anymore. Ergo Baby Embrace is a more of a cheaper carrier than I used to use when she was younger. I don't even use it anymore. I think I even gave it away. Now, the product that's on my favorite list is my Tush Baby, tushbaby.com. This is something Instagram sold me. So Tush Baby, if y'all are watching, your Instagram ads are working. And it's on my favorites list. It's not just approved, it's favorite. Why? Tush Baby is the no fuss carrier. You throw that Velcro on, tied around your waist. It has pockets. It has a baby bottle section. Throw your keys in there, your money. I put my baby on my hip. You got to hold her. So it's not a handless carrier because you got to hold your baby with one arm like this, but it's basically a hip seat. It's a hip seat. You throw that thing on, you go into CVS, Target, boom, 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 keep it pushing. Every time I wear my Tush Baby, people come up to me and say, get that. Your new mother's got everything now. I wish they had that when I had my babies. Everybody says that to me. One lady even came up to me and asked me, where do you get it from? Because I want to get my friend that for her baby. So it is an approved product, and I can use that. I can't remember the weight limit, but I think it's like 40 pounds or something. I don't know. I can't remember. My baby ain't nowhere near that. So I will be using it for a long time. Car seat. All of us, I would say probably 70% of our group, we all love the Even Flow Revolve 360. So, and I think we all have the gold Revolve 360, and that thing is beautiful. Why is it beautiful? Why is it a big deal? Why do we all love it? We all endorse it because gone are the days where we have to reach over into the car seat and put baby in the infant in the car seat over top. This thing swivels, so it swivels towards you, so you can place the baby right in her seat, buckle, swivel right back. We're done. And then when they become forward facing, you can swivel that doggone thing around. I love it. Even we went on a road trip this past summer down to the Luray Caverns, and when we was driving, my baby went crazy. So sometimes she does that in the car. I was able to swivel her little seat around to face me because I was sitting in the back with her, and then I started playing with her, feeding her, and not even unbuckled, and swiveled her butt right back around once I got her calm. So it's just really a nice product, and it's a product to make your life easier. Remember, products should make your life easier, okay? The Busy Baby Montessori Travel Cube, that's another one that's on the approved list in our group. It's also on the favorite list. If you're traveling with a little and you need to keep them entertained on the plane or somewhere, it got all these little gadgets on it. And my baby, I personally used that on the plane, and it kept her entertained for a good 15 minutes. Like, I was able to get through a lot of the movie I was watching because she was just messing with that thing. And of course, I was giving her Cheez-Its as well. So between the Cheez-Its and the cube, she was entertained, So that's also on the approved list. Compact stroller, if you're looking for a good compact stroller, the Summer Infant Quick Close compact stroller, that is a favorite. I have almost completely ditched my Graco big stroller. I mean, it's just too big. So, as you guys grow in your motherhood journey, especially I'm really talking to your new moms, because it's like a bomb went off when you have the baby and you shell shocked and your ears are ringing and you're like, oh, what's the hell's going on? I can't get my foot in. So right around, I would say at about 10 months, maybe you start saying, okay, I got a system. Okay. I will say the stroller and the ease of use with this stroller actually helped me out tremendously, because this stroller, I flick it with one wrist, y'all. I'm not even lying. I'm dramatic sometimes, but I'm not lying. I flick it and it opens. Stick her in it and we gone. Now, does it have all the bells and whistles? No, because it is, think of it as a souped up umbrella stroller. It's like a deluxe umbrella stroller, and it's cheap. It's $100, so it's not even that expensive for a stroller for everything it can do. Best travel car seat, you're gonna find, I went down a rabbit hole before I went on vacation this summer. Oh, I see we're almost at time. Let me hurry up. Costco Scenario next, best travel car seat. It can fit in the plane. Taxi is lightweight. You can get through the airport with it. Sticky mats, you get those from Chick-fil-A. They are excellent. Real quick pro tip, if you're going to vacation and you don't want to clean out the tub, I personally brought a plastic tub and I also bought a pump to fill it up, and I pumped it up and used it the whole time while I was there. And then when I left it there. For me, that's what works for me. I see your face, Shelly. That works for me. I don't mind buying things to make my life easier. Remember, products should make your life easier, and it made my life easier. And finally,
go back to the car seat, the travel car seat. What was the name of it?
Costco, Costco, Scenario.
I'm grabbing the links. Go ahead.
Yep. Costco Scenario next. That is a approved car seat. All the car seat blogs recommend that, and it's cheap. It's like $50. It's real cheap, but it's approved. And finally, the baby pool float. We all have this baby pool float, but be mindful that when you buy it off of Amazon, you want to get the one that has been improved with the anti-tip over, because I actually have both. I had the one before they put the little bulbs on the back to prevent baby from tipping over, and then I went and bought the one that has the prevention, because baby will tip over. My baby almost tipped over earlier this year when we went to the pool. So I was like, oh crap. So I went back on Amazon and got the updated one, but that's approved, because who wants to be holding a baby in the pool? Nobody. So that part, right? Yeah. All right. So I think that's about it. Solid Starts is a good website, babyformulaexpert.com, for you moms who want to go down the rabbit hole with baby formulas and looking at ingredients. They have a whole spreadsheet that talks about the different ingredients and why each ingredient is important, or whether it's a filler or what have you. So I found, when I went down my deep dive, babyformulaexpert.com really helped me.
Y'all see why we love Sherri? If y'all didn't see why we love Sherri, that's exactly.
And I didn't even go over all my points, but
I want you to, like you said, I do want to come back maybe after, and see, I hate to do it after Black Friday because people trying to get those deals, but it's gonna have to be after Black Friday. Or you and I can do a separate, like when you have time, maybe tomorrow we can do a quick record of you going through some of your toys, and then Angie and I can air it at a later, like before Black Friday. Maybe even next Wednesday, we'll do a snippet, because we're not going to be here live next week, because people will be getting ready for Thanksgiving. So maybe tomorrow, depending on what your schedule looks like, if you have some of those things, maybe we'll do a quick record during our normal chat, and then we can like drop that in so people can see. But I really do want your, I know you don't have a great list of approved toys, but there are some things you have tried, and there are a lot of things that we have, the other moms have tried. So we may have some like toys, like we did puzzles yesterday and stuff. So we can all collectively do a good toy from infant, like newborn, all the way up until Angie has like a 3-year-old. Some of mine are grown, so like some of the stuff is just stuff that I can just recommend to you all, but we can do that and have that ready for like a rewind show next week, since we will not be here live. We thank Sherri so much for her approved list. Again, if you want Sherri's full list, and y'all can see that's going to be detailed. If you want Sherri's full list, get our information from our outro that I'm getting ready to play, and that has all of our contact information, and so we can make sure that you get the full list. We do thank you for joining us again. Again, we will not be here live next week. It sounds like we'll have something to drop in for you, but we will not be here live next week. We want everyone to enjoy their Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving. If not, just enjoy your weekend. If you're getting ready for Black Friday, be safe. Ladies, do not leave your purse in your cart while you are putting your littles in the car. Put your purse in the car with your little on you, and then put your little in the car seat. People don't care out in these streets. Go ahead, Sherri.
Pro tip, fanny pack. Join the fanny pack.
Period.
Fanny pack will cost $5.
But even to the fanny pack, if you can put it under your shirt or under your coat so that people can't even see that you're wearing it, please, please, please do so. Don't keep your cell phone in your purse, because if they do snatch your purse, you do not want your phone taken. If somebody comes, God forbid, for your car, give it to them. But we'd rather have you than this car. Like, it's crazy out here right now. People are doing a whole bunch of stuff to try to get money because they know y'all out here balling in these streets. So be careful. If you could do it online, do it online. If you can do curbside pickup like Angie loves to do curbside pickup. Or if you got to be in these stores like me, take the man with you, because bro going with me to the store. So again, if you can, please, please, please be safe. When we do come back live, we want you to be able to join us. But again, join us here in 2 weeks as we come back live, and we will bring you some more hopefully interesting topics. We're going to say good night and get ready for our outro. You gave it back to me, Angie?
Yep.
All right, so here we go, and I'll say good night to you all in just a few minutes. It's gonna pause. It's gonna be all right. It does it every time.